The call came while the candles were still burning. My phone vibrated against the tablecloth. Once, twice. I didn't answer. The room smelled like wax and wine and anticipation that had nowhere to land. 35 years distilled into a quiet dinner party. Friends waiting. Music paused mid-note. My seat empty. Her name lit the screen. I stepped outside. Cold air, iron gate. The security guard looked at me, waiting for instruction. I raised a hand without looking at him. The phone stopped vibrating. A message instead. I'm sorry. He's having a breakdown. He says if he can't attend and have fun, neither can I. I read it twice. Then a third time, slower. The night felt staged, too clean, too intentional. I imagined her voice saying it, calm, reasonable, as if this were weather, as if my birthday were optional. Inside, someone laughed, a glass clinked, my life continuing without me. I looked at the gate, tall, black, decorative spikes like punctuation marks. 15 minutes later, someone would be begging on the other side. I didn't know that yet, but something in me already understood where this was going. She married me 3 months ago. White dress, controlled smile, eyes that never quite stayed still. I told myself that was nerves. Tonight told me it was practice. Her ex-husband had always existed like background radiation, never visible, always present. A name that slipped into conversations by accident, a history she claimed was dead but kept embalmed. I stared at the message again. Tantrum. That word did more damage than an admission ever could, because tantrums are rewarded. I didn't reply. I went back inside, apologized, smiled, blew out candles that felt ceremonial now, like a funeral ritual for something unnamed. I watched couples talk, lean in, touch wrists. I realized she had never touched me like that when his name was nearby. Denial is a skill. I had mastered it. I left the party early, alone. At home, I noticed things I had trained myself not to see. Her charger missing, her overnight bag gone, the faint smell of his cologne ghosting our hallway like a dare. She came home at dawn, didn't wake me, didn't have to. I lay there, eyes open, counting breaths, letting the truth assemble itself without permission. I didn't confront her. I observed. I learned the rhythm of her lies, the way she volunteered details when she was hiding something bigger, the way she avoided specifics when she thought silence would protect her. I checked phone records, not messages, calls, late, short, frequent. I watched her pack gym clothes that never came back sweaty. I listened to her rehearse explanations in the shower. Externally, I was perfect, attentive, calm, predictable. Internally, I was mapping exits. I hired a private investigator without drama. No accusations, just curiosity weaponized. Weeks passed. On my birthday, I planned another dinner. Same house, same gate. I told the security guard something simple. If anyone arrives after 8, don't let them in, no exceptions. He nodded. At 8:05, my phone rang. I didn't answer. At 8:10, a text. We're outside. I stood by the window instead, watched shadows move beyond iron bars, heard muffled shouting. Her voice cracked. His voice didn't. The irony tasted metallic. I poured myself a drink and waited for the truth to knock harder. The report arrived the next morning. Photos, timelines, a hotel receipt dated my birthday. I didn't feel anger. I felt accuracy. She sat across from me at the kitchen table, explaining how unreasonable I'd been, how cruel, how embarrassed she felt. I slid the folder toward her, didn't say a word. She opened it, closed it, opened it again slower, like the pages might rearrange themselves out of mercy. Her hands shook. "This isn't what it looks like," she said. I nodded. That hurt her more than yelling would have. Her ex-husband texted me that afternoon. "You didn't have to lock us out." I didn't respond. I had already locked them out of something else. That night, I invited them both over. Neutral ground, bright lights, no witnesses. I told her to pack a bag, told him to sit down. I explained nothing. I simply stood and opened the gate, not to let them in, to let myself out. They followed me to the driveway, confused, voices overlapping. She reached for my arm. I stepped away. "You chose," I said, once. The gate closed behind me with a sound that felt permanent. For the first time, they were on the same side of it, together, begging. I didn't look back. I don't celebrate birthdays anymore. Not because of pain, because of precision. That night taught me something valuable. Control isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself. It waits. I didn't lose a wife. I lost a lie that had been wearing my name. Sometimes I think about the sound of their fists on the gate, not with satisfaction, with understanding. That was the moment they realized the story had ended without them, and I was already gone.